The Great Resignation, the Big Quit, whatever you want to call it. It's here. It's real. And the hospitality industry has been hit harder than just about any other industry. I'm going to share 6 strategies for dealing with labor shortages. Welcome to another edition of Hospitality Property School. I am your instructor, Jerry McPherson. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. And make sure to hit the little bell so you'll be informed when I upload a new video. You won't want to miss anything I designed especially for you. When it comes to a turnover crisis, one would be hard-pressed to find a sector more troubled than the hospitality industry. With COVID-19 as the spur and other factors adding energy, like relief funding, additional video training opportunities, and uncertainty for employees, the hospitality industry is facing extraordinary labor shortages. In the early days of the pandemic, layoffs and furloughs became commonplace as stay-at-home orders were in effect and governments restricted travel. However, as the world begins to reopen and travel is top of mind, the industry is struggling to rehire or even retain employees they have. In May 2022, the American Hotel and Lodging Association surveyed over 500 hoteliers and found that nearly all of the survey respondents, 97%, experienced staffing shortages, while almost half, 49%, experienced severe staffing shortages. These shortages were most pronounced in housekeeping, where 58% of the respondents listed it as their biggest challenge. Across the USA, there still remain over 130,000 unfilled hospitality property positions. Properties are grappling to hire as years of low pay, long hours, and poor benefits catch up with them, leaving many hospitality properties short of staff. Even before the pandemic, the hospitality industry had a reputation problem. According to a 2018 UK YouGov study, the number one reason people choose to work in hospitality is that it's the last choice. That says a lot, don't you think? Envision hiring someone who really doesn't want to work for you, but you're the only option in town. So what can you do to hire and retain great employees? Given the cost of losing an employee can be between 0.5 and 1.5 of their salary, it's pretty clear that hospitality properties need to make employee retention a strategic priority. Continue reading, and I will share 6 strategies for dealing with labor shortages, right after a word from our sponsor. Question for hotel, resort, inn, bed and breakfast, etc. owners and managers. What if, knowing how to open your hospitality property doors post-COVID-19 and giving your guests such a safe and amazing experience that they will not only want to return, but will rave to their friends, family, and colleagues about how great your place is, was as easy as cooking? Sound weird? Let me explain. Reopening your hospitality property using the post-COVID-19 action plan. No guessing, no testing, no wasted time. Just follow the proven recipe and make your property cook. Click the link for more information. And happy cooking! Before the break, I said I would share 6 strategies for dealing with labor shortages. Number 1. Be a property worth working for. You're going to need to stand out from your competition. Your property needs to have a brand, a mission statement, a set of company values. Now you have to step back and consider how these values are actually showing up in what you do every day. By creating a value-based work environment, you'll not only attract the next generation of employee, you'll also have a positive impact on your guests' experience. A wonderful chance to show your values is in your business culture. In the wake of the pandemic, employees are being very selective about where they want to spend their working hours. Some might be missing the social and community aspects of the pre-COVID world. You can nurture a sense of community among your employees by creating a space for it. Plan safe social events to bring your team back together. Make team meals a tradition. Celebrate your employees' milestones as a group. Another major factor in hiring and retaining a great team is in the wages. As the labor shortage places the power back with the employees, it's time for hospitality properties to increase wages. But it doesn't end there. Coming out of the pandemic, most workers want to set themselves up for financial security. Offering retirement savings support and financial counseling can go just as far as the money itself and show your employees that you care about their long-term happiness. 2. Make every employee your property's ambassador. Almost every person who works in the hospitality industry is at the front of guest service and experience, but very few receive the level of training and support needed to excel in delivering superior customer experience. As we slowly come out of the pandemic, hospitality properties will only be able to grow by using innovation, not replication. Except for perhaps the front desk staff and concierge, if your property has one, few, if any, employees know what's available to guests in and around the property, let alone help them use them. The lack of awareness among hospitality property staff in terms of offered amenities and services can boggle the mind. It wouldn't take much for properties to provide easy access to support materials for such amenities for employees to share when guests ask. It's time for all hospitality properties to put its employees first and give them the tools and training to ensure they are ready, willing, and able to deliver superior customer service to every person who connects with the brand. 3. Invest in your employees. Employees can be the best ambassador for your property, but only if they have the tools and training to showcase your brand in every interaction with a visitor or a customer. A beautiful lobby may impress a guest for a moment, but a memorable surprise and delight experience with an employee will last long after they leave. A great way to attract people who are more likely to stick around long term is with professional development opportunities and trainings. Your best bet at making your employees feel invested in your company is to invest in them first. This could be through a buddy program where new staff are paired with more experienced team members. Not only is it a great training opportunity, it also creates camaraderie and gives employees someone they can share victories with. It could also look like a more structured training program based on skills and areas they've already identified they're interested in. There are a ton of online courses you can offer your staff as well, if you don't have the budget for formal training. As hospitality brands see virtual training pull talent away from their industry, they can get ahead of the trend by using these same platforms and tools to further their team's careers. 4. Give great perks and benefits. The lack of benefits was one of the biggest reasons listed by employees who won't be returning to their jobs. It may be time to reassess and revisit your benefits package to include traditional benefits like health and dental coverage for part-time and hourly staff as well. As other industries rewrite their standards for paid sick days, personal days, and vacation days, consider what you can offer your entire staff. Offering greater stability to your full team can make the industry feel far more supportive and realistic as a long-term career option. Outside of the typical benefits, there are some creative perks you can include, like access to your amenities on their day off, a day at the on-site spa, friends and family rate at your property, gym access, special VIP menu preview tastings, access to tech platforms. Many of these things come at virtually no cost to your property, and the opportunity cost of keeping great people is huge. Are these making sense? Let me know in the comments. 5. Establish online connection. This is the perfect time to upgrade your technology to meet expectations, speed, and connectivity of today's younger workforce. Tools like Slack, Zoom, and Google Drive not only allow for better efficiency With internal communication, they also make it easier to meet your employees where they already are, online. Identify any tech advances you make in your property that also benefit your guests, such as chatbots that alleviate your staff of mundane and repetitive work, also give your guests a faster response, or mobile check-in apps that free up your team to focus on higher impact work while removing friction for your visitors. COVID-19 drove every interaction online, and your guests have a new expectation when it comes to a seamless and safe hospitality property experience. Some technology to consider, including your tech stack, a mobile-first website with automated messages and personalized offers, a mobile check-in app or kiosk with self-check-in to streamline operations and reduce physical touchpoints, a mobile app and functionalities for in-room requests such as housekeeping or room service, smart room technology with features on a tablet or mobile device that allow guests to access subscriptions like Press Reader or Netflix, or even control heat in their room. 6. Improve work-life balance. We've heard about this one for years, but the way this pandemic has changed the way we work and live gave it even a greater meaning. With so many companies and industry going full remote and thriving with more flexible format, many hospitality property employees are questioning their options post-pandemic. In order to keep them involved in the industry, it's important to provide greater flexibility. If not, many will not hesitate to change their career path with the promise of a work-from-anywhere lifestyle. Hospitality property owners and managers will need to get creative in how they can replicate these perks in a business that requires physical presence. Think about ways you can offer your staff more options when it comes to location, hours, and communication methods to satisfy some of these needs. If you're a member of the Hospitality Property School Group, as a bonus, I'm going to talk about 12 things you can do to stop the draining of labor. In conclusion, even as travel and tourism come back online, it remains a uniquely challenging time for anyone in the industry. But if COVID-19 has shown us anything, it's that we have the ability to adapt. This is a great opportunity for hospitality properties of all sizes, anywhere in the world, to make changes that allow them to retain and attract great people. In fact, with so many people thinking more internationally about their workplace, it may be the best time to find the right people. It's quite simple. If you want to take better care of your guests so they keep coming back, start by taking better care of your people. What are you doing to retain great employees? Let me know in the comments. We cover more in all aspects of operating a hospitality property in the Guide to Owning and Operating a Hospitality Property Successfully course. Take advantage and find more information at keystonehpd.com/course. Okay, this is your episode and you're going to have access to it for as long as you would like. But if you would like to see all the bonuses you would have access to as a member of the Hospitality Property School Group, check out the short video in this episode post show notes. In our next episode, I will talk about how to improve your employee experience. That's it for today's episode. Until next time, have a fun day. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you sign up for Insider Tips, say hi on social, and join one of our groups. And make sure to get your free copy of the How to Improve Your Hospitality Property Success. You can find all of the links in the show notes.